it's Alexis. Welcome to my channel again. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time. I wanted to use this as a time to give tips for middle school, high schools, because I know, baby, I needed advice, I needed help because I was about to. So I'm gonna tell you about the time I got suspended and was about to drop out of high school. This started in Spanish class, which is a class I do not usually participate in, but this day I just felt like participating for once. Anyways, I'm raising my hand, I'm answering questions, and in this class, if you answer a question correct or you get something right, you get tokens. Those tokens later on go to your grade. So I was just trying to get some extra tokens because my grade was not looking too swell. So I was in class, I was sitting next to this girl, then she was sitting next to this boy. I was answering the teacher's questions as well as answering the girl beside me question. And at this particular moment, this girl beside me asked me if I had lotion. And I guess the teacher had got on to that boy and girl sitting beside me, but I didn't too much know because I was paying attention to the lesson. She asked me for lotion and I responded. The girl laughed. And after the girl laughed, she said all three of us need to step outside. I looked around like, she can't be talking to me like she was talking to me. And I went out to the hallway. So at this point, I'm mad. When something happens to me in school, like, I just get on 100 because one, I don't want to be there already. Two, I know I gotta go to work after these 7 hours of school. Three, I hate school. Like, I don't want to be here. I see her go to her desk and she's like writing something on a piece of paper. Gives it to the other girl student, and I kind of read it, and it was like, I'm gonna be sending referrals now soon. I was like, this right here. I was so mad. I went into the classroom. I knew I was being dramatic. I was like, man, I don't even participate in this class any other time, but today I want to participate. I got all my stuff and I walked down the stairs to the office. So we're waiting in the office. She finally sends the referrals. So my referral says like I was being defiant, disruptive, and I was like, really ain't putting in the part where I was participating in class. Like, what? Now I'm over here talking to the principal and I'm like, I was in class participating, like, what? The principal's just like, well, it seems to me like you were just being disruptive. Well, it seems to me like you need a new job because y'all need to get both sides of the story. The teachers even went into the classroom, like, they asked the top student if she heard or seen anybody talking, and she was like, I really didn't even hear nothing. They gave one student lunch detention, one student break detention, and they wanted to give me after school detention. Problem with that is I have a job. I go to work as soon as I get out of school. At that time, we only had 3 employees, including me, so we had 2 employees if I ain't come. When I had to go to work, I had to go. Like, it was nobody else to take my spot. So I was basically telling them, like, no, I can't come. Like, no, I'm not going. And they're like, well, if you don't come to after school detention, you're gonna get ISS. ISS? I was like, well, I'm gonna have to just do ISS. So basically, they just made it seem like it was okay. So then it was that Monday, didn't go to after school detention. Then it was Tuesday, didn't go to after school detention. Wednesday comes and I come to school. I go to homeroom, then I go to my first period class, and I kind of heard people saying like the school has smelled like weed in the cafeteria, but I don't go to breakfast. I just come as soon as the bell rings. I go straight to my class and that's it. It was like a couple of the classrooms smell like weed and the cafeteria smelled like weed. I didn't know what was going on, so they had called a lockdown, which is whenever an intruder is supposedly coming to the school and you all locked down, but it was just a drill, I guess. Going to lockdown, and at this point, people were scared. I was already kind of confused. I had a jewel on me and I had jewel pods, so like, if I got caught, I knew I was getting in trouble. They come into our classroom, they got a dog, and then I see police, and it's the principal, and she was like, everybody needs to step out to the hallway and leave all your stuff. And I'm like, so I didn't have nothing in my hand but my phone, but I had on my purse. And in my purse was my jewel and my jewel pods. Once we got out to the hallway, I got my jewel, I put it in my pants, and my pods were still in my purse. I tried to put those in my pants too, but the principal kept walking in and out the freaking classroom. And next thing you know, I see the principal walk out the room. She's like, Alexis, can you please step aside? And I was like, I was really confused because I knew I had nothing in my backpack. Only thing I could have thought is my backpack smells like weed. I walk in the classroom and like, I'm all hyped. I'm like, I ain't got nothing, and these hoes ain't gonna do nothing. I'm walking in the classroom, walking in my backpack. She's like, no, we already checked. And I was like, are you allowed to do that? Like, check. And she was like, yeah, so like, can we take a look at your purse? I was hesitant. I was really like, no. She checks my purse. First thing she pulls out is my jewel charger. Then she goes to the zipper. When she goes to the zipper, all I feel is she goes in and the first thing she pulls out is my full pack of Drew Pods. She goes, Alexis, you know your soccer coach wouldn't be okay with this. And I'm like, baby girl, you're lucky it wasn't a blind. So anyway, she sends me down to the office or whatever. So now everybody sees me in the hallway walking to the office. They're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm a thug. What you mean, am I okay? Anyways, I go downstairs, I'm in the office, and like this lockdown took about almost 2 hours. Finally call off, everybody can go back to their classroom thing. So I'm like, dips and goes to my classroom just like a regular student. So we go to third period for about 15 minutes. And I'm walking down the stairs, and this white boy I've never talked to in my life, he goes, Alexis? Yeah. Everybody's saying you got arrested and you got caught with weed. And I'm like, and I go to my fourth period class, which is the funniest class I have. Everybody's just like, yeah, everybody's saying like you got arrested, the police had you in the back of the car. And I'm like, what? Y'all are really making me out to be a suspect. And I go to fifth period, and this crazy dude who he's crazy. When I walk into the classroom, I see him looking at me. And I'm looking at him, but he's looking at me like this, like, what? Are you still in school? Like, everybody's saying you got arrested. And I'm like, where do these arresting accusations come from? He was just like, well, that's what everybody's saying. So like, not even 5 minutes after that, I get a note from the office telling me, come up here. I go to the office. They put me in a room with an assistant principal, and he basically was like, you got caught with jewel pods, so now you have to be suspended. And instead I had to be suspended for 3 days. It was a Wednesday, so I was supposed to be suspended like a Thursday, Friday, Monday, but we were going on spring break, so I was just suspended for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I come back after spring break. Come back from spring break, it's like Monday, I go to school, regular schmegular, I'm in my classes, I'm thugging it out. Tuesday comes, I'm in class, and I get called to the office, and they're like, never served your days of after school detention. And I was like, I know, you suspended me. Like, how was I gonna serve it if I'm suspended? And they were basically just like, well, you're gonna have to serve them, or you're gonna have to go to ISS every single day that you don't miss it. So I was like, okay. So if I never go to after school detention for the rest of the school year, I'm gonna have to serve ISS. They look me in the face and say, yes, that's exactly what we mean. And I'm like, where they do this at? How does this even work? This is like day 3 of ISS, so I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I'm not finna be in this penitentiary every single day and not able to talk to my teachers, not able to get no help. I take it upon myself to email the counselor, and I'm like, where do you go to drop out? That was really all I said. And about 15 minutes later, I get a note from her telling me to come to her office immediately. I get down there, and she's like kind of feeling bad for me. She's like, it's your senior year, you gotta do it, you're almost there. You're almost to the finish line, you got this. And I'm like, F that. F all of y'all, I'm done. I was really ready to go across her face, like, bah. They really had me effed up, and I was like, what does it make sense to spend the rest of my senior year inside of in-school suspension? How was that helping me? Y'all care about all these kids, but you don't care about me. They were just like, no, like, you gotta do it. I ended up crying. I wasn't even crying because I was sad. I was crying because I was mad. So at this point, I was like determined to drop out. I guess they figured it out. They gave me really a week and some days of in-school suspension, and that was like my punishment or whatever. But I was about to give up. I was living by myself. I was tired. I wasn't talking to my family. Like, life was going downhill. But I got through it. May 16th came. Your girl walked across that stage, period. Even though they said my name wrong at graduation, but we're not gonna speak on that. High school taught me that no matter how much you think you're right, in their eyes you're wrong. If I could have known what I know now, then I really would have reacted differently in certain situations. Like, I wouldn't have fussed with teachers. I wouldn't have tried to do what I thought was right because I knew in their eyes it was wrong. If I would have just closed my mouth sometimes and just looked at them like they're stupid, that would have got me out of so much trouble. Like, that's really all they want you to do is you look at them like they're right when they're wrong. But really, you gotta stay focused, you gotta stay organized. You really do not need friends. You don't need nobody. Like, having friends, that's extra. Like, it's good to have friends, it's nice to have fun, but it's not necessary, it's not needed. I sat at breaks by myself, I sat at lunch by myself. I never needed a friend because I knew in all honesty, everybody is fake. There's so many people who are fake in high school. Them girls really don't want to be your friends. That nigga got another girl. Really, you just gotta stay focused. You gotta stay determined. You cannot let any of those teachers knock you off your pivot. You cannot let what them teachers say hurt your feelings. You cannot let what them teachers say affect you to make you want to react. Like, you gotta put it in your mindset that I'm right, they're wrong, let me just not even argue. It took me a long time to realize that, like, everybody don't deserve to have an argument with you. When you see them teachers, you gotta remember that they don't get paid nothing. So them being there, they really want to be there. Just depend on the teacher. You just gotta cope with it. Like, it's gonna be people like that everywhere. I tell everybody, you really need to have fun and participate in everything. Take pictures, go to prom, go to homecoming, go to the 8th grade dance, go to everything, because I missed out on that. Whenever you have your parents around and you're not having a job or anything, take advantage of that. Enjoy your time. But if you do have a job, whenever you have free time, enjoy it. Take that time to do teenage things. Like, being a teenager does not last long. When you're 18 and 19, life hits you. I thought that was so false. Like, I thought every time they said, oh, you don't want to grow up, them bills come. I was paying bills when I was 17 years old. So, like, I've really gotten used to this, but it still don't ever get easy. Like, it gets harder. You just really got to enjoy it, every moment, the goods, the bads. I hated high school, but the memories I did make, I love them. If you play a sport, play your hardest. Play your hardest from 9th grade year to 12th grade year. Play your hardest from 6th grade to 8th grade. Show them people what you're about. And if you don't practice, you will not get nowhere. It'll show on the field. You gotta practice. If I didn't play soccer, I probably would have never made it through high school. That was the only thing I looked forward to in high school. So all I cared about was soccer. But anyway, just make sure to stay focused and have fun. Don't be into no drama. Because in 4 years, when y'all graduate and walk across that stage, you're not gonna know none of them the day after graduation. Just stay committed, stay dedicated, and I promise you, school will become very easy. When you're young, you really gotta just live, enjoy the little times, because you never know when it'll be over. But I hope you all enjoy, and I hope this story / kind of tips helps you out a little bit. I love y'all. Y'all have a splendid summer, and I hope to see y'all soon.
No more tripping on you, blowing up your phone. You wanted me to leave, so now I'm leaving you alone. I was 10 toes down, and every day I kept it real. Stop caring about myself, only care about how you feel. I lost my mind trying to stay on yours.